Hello and welcome to Tom's Disneyland Paris haul. I know usually we do Tokyo ones, but I just came back from Disneyland Paris. We were there for the actual 30th anniversary of the resort on April 12th. We were there for several days. And of course, I like to collect things. So I have a number of things that I purchased and acquired on my trip to Disneyland Paris. We're going to show you exactly what I got. Let's get started. No holding back. Let's get started right away. I've got this hat. Got a light up hat. This is the wide shot. Let's go over here. Look at this cool light. This is the 30th anniversary light up hat. I guess I have to turn it on. Let me find. I think there's a switch. I gotta find the switch. Somewhere inside the hat. It's going well. I know there's like a Velcro compartment. I mean, also the hat is adjustable. We're off to a great start. Where is the battery pack? Oh, I found it. It's tucked in the brim of the hat. There we go. Turn that on. There we go. The hat's got to stand. We got to make this hat stand up. There we go. It didn't really work. You get the idea. There's a big tag. Look at that big tag. I'll throw the tag back. It's not often that on the first item I immediately think, why did I buy this? But here we are. No, it's cool. It has the Disneyland Paris. We showed the wide shot again. It has the Disneyland Paris 30th logo, and it lights up. And I don't know, it's just a fun 30th anniversary item. Okay, let's throw it on the floor. I also bought this because I feel like at some point someone's going to realize this is semi-offensive and remove this. Yes, it is sort of a Native American headdress. What it actually is, so they, weirdly enough, at the Peril Theater, which is in Frontierland, they're currently running a Lion King stage show. And because it's in Frontierland, I guess in an attempt to kind of theme it, this is the headpiece, a replica of the headpiece that Rafiki in the show wears. So it is kind of half Native American headdress, half African headdress. It's weird. I bought it because I figured at some point someone's going to decide that this is offensive. It probably is. And they're going to remove this. But I decided I needed to own it before it got removed. So you see it has like, there's a Rafiki thing going on here, but then also kind of a Pocahontas thing going on with the blue tassels and things. So there you go. Weird, offensive Rafiki hat. This is, I think we could probably do the super zoom on this one. Yeah. This is the 30th anniversary logo mug. You'll see it has the Mickey 30 logo as the handle there, which is great. And then there's this great art that wraps around it. You got all the characters in their 30th anniversary outfits on there. But then also a lot of, I just love the park icons in the background. So I see the Orbitron, what you call the Astro Orbiter at Disneyland, Space Mountain, the Castle, Tea Party, Indiana Jones and Temple of Peril, Phantom Manor, Big Thunder, the Treehouse. Weirdly enough, the entrance of Adventureland and the Cowboy Cookout restaurant are on here. I love Cowboy Cookout, so that's great that it's on there. But it's pretty wild what made the. I love that Cowboy Cookout just sitting there instead of more attraction iconography. I don't know if they're Mad Tea Party. Did Pirates not make it? I don't think Pirates made it. No Pirates. It's weird. Oh, I like it. I think it's a cute mug. Oh, we could talk about the bags. These just came out. These are the 30th anniversary shopping bags. So on this side you have Sleeping Beauty Castle. It says 30 Years of Magic. Of all things, the Treehouse made it on here, but Big Thunder's on there too, which is great. I don't think there's anything on the sides of this. No, not really. But then on the back, to celebrate the Walt Disney Studios, we have Avengers Campus, which says in French, Summer 2022, which we hope is when it's going to open. There it is. Summer 2022 is on there. Big Avengers A, the web slingers building. There's Spider-Man flying overhead, even though they budget cut the Stuntronic from Paris. Even though it's not going to appear there, Spider-Man's still swinging through the air next to the Eiffel Tower, which of course is the icon of Walt Disney Studios Paris. Okay. What collection would be complete without a Starbucks mug? So for the 30th, they've done a special I was there, or sorry, you are here. Those are two different collections, believe it or not. Disneyland Paris. 30th anniversary mug. We got the Castle and Space Mountain and Small World, Skull Rock, Phantom Manor, Dumbo, Mad Tea Party. Looking on this side, Autopia's on here. The train, I think that's the railroad, or it might be Casey Jr. too. It could be either of those. Pirate ship. It's very cool. I love the 30th logo on this side. That's great. That was $19.99 in euros, in case you were wondering at home. There's also, I guess I'll skip to this bag, because there's also a tumbler. Might as well do them in a row. I kind of like the tumbler better. I think the colors are just great. I mean, I don't know how I felt about the iridescent stuff in Florida for a 50th anniversary. This sort of purpley pink iridescent thing for Paris, I think it works a lot better for their anniversary. This stuff pops really nicely on the background. Yeah, I think I'm partial to the tumbler. Okay, what else do we want to break out? All right, I bought some matted lithographs here. I don't even know if these are going to fit in the. We could just do them on this camera, actually. So at Walt Disney Studios Paris, they decided on the front of stage one, which is this big building that is essentially Main Street for Walt Disney Studios Paris, is inside this building. It's all inside. It's kind of this faux Hollywood backlot thing. But on the entrance of it, they decided to update the posters out there, and so they did sort of. They sort of stole some posters from some other Disney parks around the world and redid them a little bit. And to celebrate that, they made lithographs of them. So first one up, we have Toy Story Playland. I think this is a slightly altered version of the Hong Kong poster for the land, I believe. Maybe even the Shanghai. I don't know which one it is. But it's a slightly reworked version. It says Toy Story Playland. All the other ones are just Toy Story lands. This is the only one that's Toy Story Playland. Technically, it was the first one to open. So we got that one. If you remember when they did the overhaul of California Adventure, they did attraction posters for a bunch of attractions. So this is most definitely just the California Adventure attraction poster from circa 2011, 2012 for Tower of Terror, which has now been adopted in Paris. And then last but not least, you're going to recognize this from the Epcot experience and other places. This is a reworked version of the Remy's Ratatouille Adventure poster for Walt Disney Studios Paris. It has the French name of the attraction, the L'Aventure Tourlement Torquay de Remy. I probably butchered that, but I thought these were cool. These are Paris exclusive posters in lithograph form. I thought it was a neat thing to buy. This is fun. I actually got two of these. I picked up one of these for someone on the staff who's a big Marvel fan. But this came out after, you may remember we attended the grand opening of Hotel New York, The Art of Marvel last year. And we have lots of room tours and all sorts of videos up here on the channel if you want to watch them. This was something I was like, I can't believe they don't have something like this, whether postcards or a book or something. There is a lot of art that was made specifically for the hotel from Marvel artists. And I thought, well, there should be a way to own that, right? And so finally, I guess it was delayed a couple months. They did release a book that features a lot of the art that is only in the hotel. So I'll try to show it to this camera. It may be too big, I'm not sure. It's a pretty big book. Let's see see what we can do here. $20 stunning posters. So they did, I believe it's over 50 new pieces were made for the hotel, but only, so 20 of them made the cut in this case. The artist for each is listed in the back. The pages aren't numbered, so you have to like count it out if you want to figure out who the artist is, which is kind of sad, but I'm glad the artists did get their recognition in the book regardless. Try not to get glare on there. Spider-Man. With all his villains hiding in the skyline of New York. There's a bunch of the Marvel heroes. I think that's behind the concierge desk, that one. There's Captain America. Another Spider. I'm just going to show these all. Spider-Man. Captain Marvel. Hulk. So this is a really cool, and this is one that a lot of people don't get to really see at the hotel. It's all the way down by the convention center, in fact. It's too detailed. I'd really have to get a close-up on it for you, but I think I ended up showing it in the hotel tour that's up here on the channel. I think I get a nice long look at this. It's just super detailed. There's a ton of Marvel heroes in it. One of the best pieces, I think, made for the hotel. Of course, if you've watched the Spider-Man Suite tour, you know this art very well. And in fact, I have the limited edition print of this is hanging in our studio here. Celebration. Black Widow, you get the idea. There's 20 in total in the book. It was a pretty good price, I think. It was €25. It's a nice way to, I think it's a nice way to commemorate you stayed at the hotel. If you want to, instead of buying like one big piece of art, instead you can buy this book that will look great on a coffee table and shows 20 different pieces. Okay. So on April 12th, there wasn't a lot of day of merchandise to buy on the anniversary. There was a Pandora charm, which sold out in moments. We were pretty close to the front of the line and still didn't get one because supposedly there's only 100 of them. The pins were done through some online system that we didn't end up winning registration for, but someone hooked us up with the day of pins anyway. I don't have them here yet, sadly. But in the end, one place we did go that day was Arribas. So Arribas Brothers, you may recognize the name from here. If you visit Walt Disney World, at Disneyland, they have a store too in New Orleans Square. But Arribas, they're located in Mexico. There's a store in Epcot. There's one in Disney Springs. They make all these glass products. And honestly, like they make a couple of cool things here, but in Paris especially, Arribas Brothers in France makes the most incredible park-specific stuff. And it's always stuff that sells out relatively quick because it's all really cool stuff. I think I could probably show this on this one. So this is just the box for this set, and you'll see all the 30th iridescent kind of versions of all the park icons, the castle and the tree and all that. 30 years of magic, and if we pop this open, you probably saw that we tweeted this one also. It's a limited edition of 500. It's numbered. We got number 159, and it is a special glass coin collection, which has the 5 lands. I'm sorry, the Main Street coin turned upside down at some point, so it's a gazebo, but it's upside down. So Main Street, Frontierland, Fantasyland, Adventureland, and Discoveryland all represented with these sort of shimmering iridescent glass coins. Only 500 sets were made. A special thing to mark the day of April 12th and the actual 30th anniversary of Disneyland Paris. A cool set. Made up for all the day of merchandise that I missed. I was able to get something marked for the day. There's some statues. We'll leave those for the end. I'm going to need my keys to open them. This is a fun piece. So this is a 30th anniversary limited edition of 1600 plush set of Mickey and Minnie kind of through the years. Let's see if it fits in this shot. Kind of. So it represents 1992. You see Mickey and Minnie are wearing their Euro Disney logo clothes. Then the 5th anniversary in 1997. These represented the Jester outfit, Mickey, that box. The 20th anniversary of Disneyland Paris, which would have been 2012, is represented in the lower corner here. And then the 30th anniversary costumes are over here. So 4 famous outfits for Mickey and Minnie represented in plush form. This was a cool set. Only, let's see, $1,600. You have this nice big art on the back. It was probably the most overpriced thing we got. This set was €120, which is a little high, but they are super, I mean, the plush are super detailed. You get 8 of them. And these are, in quality, I would say they're akin to the plush badges in Japan, which are around that price each anyway. So I think it was worth it. It feels like a really special thing. It was the only thing we could buy that said Euro Disney, so I was excited about that. The original name of Disneyland Paris, which you'll know if you got to watch our timekeeping series that's going on right now, the entire history of Disneyland Paris. Speaking of day of things, I got a shirt. There was a shirt for April 12th. This gray t-shirt, which actually came in a size that fits. Usually I can't buy shirts that fit at Disneyland Paris. This is actually a little big even. I was stunned. See the art. Again, a lot of that, the art's the same, this iridescent stuff. But some of these are things that didn't appear on the, some of these aren't on the mug. So you'll see like Sir Mickey's with the beanstalk. So there's some other park icons that don't appear on everything. The weird safari truck from the middle of Adventureland, the Sword in the Stone. There's some fun other things that aren't on a lot of the other merchandise that made it on this shiny shirt. And over there, we had to pick up one of our reporters, Nana, specifically requested this Bic pen set. So yeah, 30th anniversary Bic pen set. They're color change. They have 4 colors each in them. This is what the pens look like inside. All different art on them. I thought it was cool. I don't own any Disney Parks Bic pens. This was a weird, interesting thing to own. All right, we got some lanyards. There's a Big Thunder Mountain lanyard that came out. So you see the card at the bottom says Big Thunder, but on here we've got Chip and Dale riding in mine carts. Also behind them is the Big Thunder. The Big Thunder logo is kind of repeating behind them. Also the train's down there too. And then on the other side we have the Big Thunder Mountain logo. Cool, we don't have like any attraction-specific lanyards except for I think Pirates and Mansion here, so I thought it was fun. Of course, if you're gonna celebrate one Big Thunder Mountain, it's probably the right one. It's the best one they've built. So let's see what else we got here. I love light-up stuff, so I had to buy this weird light-up thing. It's one of these that spins. I don't know if the zoom is maybe too close, so well, it's all right. See the sticker there has Donald and Goofy at the base, the Disneyland Paris Castle, pretty much the icon for that they've been using since 1992. It's the one you'll see on the entrance. And then Mickey in his 30th costume is there. And that's Disneyland Paris on the back there. All right, I've got I bought a reusable bag. I think it was just €5 for this bag. It again has that same art with the characters. But the reason this is really here is because I have a bunch of pins and things. So we have to do pins. So get ready, it's pin time. Here we go, a lot of pins. Jake's gonna be so mad. This was the last one on the rack. I could not get him one. I know, I'm sorry, Jake, I'm sorry. It's Stitch as the Phantom at Phantom Manor, and he's singing with the bus. It's open edition, so it should come back. They just happened to be sold out that week. We found one at a hotel. But I love it. I think it's so cute. It's a big pin too. It's a pretty big size. Don't worry, Jake. We'll get one for you. I love the back of the card has the spooky eyes. Then we've got Western Frontierland Chip and Dale. Those are big size too. They come as a set. Okay. Oh, sorry, skipped around. There's another Phantom Manor. It's Goofy. Goofy is a cast member that works at Phantom Manor. He's in the costume. Try to do these in some sort of order, the rest of these, maybe. If I can find them and put them together in sets. 2022 pin with the castle. I always like to buy the year pin. Okay, so they were sold out of most of the 30th anniversary. A lot of 30th anniversary stuff in total was sold out. A lot of the open edition pins were sold out. These were the only two I could get. So number one, there's this spinner one that has a couple of characters and they spin around Sleeping Beauty Castle. And the only individual character left, because he is the most popular at Disneyland Paris, where he's known as Dingo, is Goofy. So they ordered more Goofy, so he was the only one left in stock. And every other character was temporarily sold out the whole time we were there. But Goofy they had enough of because people there love Goofy. Oh, we got another, yeah, this is a Big Thunder collection, I guess. We've got Goofy dressed as a Big Thunder cast member. Yeah, they do kind of wear those outfits. They wear cowboy hats and Disneyland Paris has the coolest cast costumes. I mean, they kind of go back to 1992. That same level of detail that went into the rest of the park went into the cast costumes, and they're all absolutely incredible. So that's pretty accurate. After that, though, we have this really cool Big Thunder Mountain logo pin with the train. It kind of matches the lanyard. The lanyard came out at the same time as this set. While we're talking about Frontierland, I can show there was also a Cowboy Mickey. Thought that was fun. Some more 30th stuff. These came out while we were there. This is kind of, what's funny is they're mirroring a lot of the 50th stuff we did. So they have this plain logo collection, the iridescent collection, if you will. And then they've done this gold and black collection, which would mirror the luxe collection at Disney World. And so there is this 30th pin with the logo, the castle, and Tinkerbell. And then also this one with just Tinkerbell with the castle in this diamond shape. It's kind of the luxe collection for the Paris 30th. And not to be outdone, they are kind of going to do a vault collection this summer with the Euro Disney logo. It's coming. It's coming. Okay, let's do small. There's a Small World collection. So here's Goofy. Again, there's a reoccurring theme, right? Goofy is the cast member. So the Fantasyland at Disneyland Paris is broken into these areas, which are countries in Europe. The Italy section is where It's a Small World is, and so the cast members are dressed as gondoliers. And so here's Goofy as a gondolier at It's a Small World. And then we have Chip and Dale posing in some of the scenes for the attraction. Very cute. Okay, what's next? Well, here's the lanyard for that quote-unquote luxe, call it the quote-unquote luxe collection, but I'll go to this camera. So there is sort of a diamond repeating 30th and Disneyland D on this side, and then the other side has just the castle with Tinkerbell. And then the charms, there's a gold castle and sort of a star and a diamond, and then a gold Tinkerbell that all dangle from the bottom of this lanyard. And also has Disneyland Paris, 30 years of magic at the top there. Got this button. This was only supposed to be given to children at the resorts, but we asked and they gave it to us. They felt sorry for us, so they gave us the kids button. Super cute though. If you dine at Walt's restaurant during the 30th anniversary, there is a special pin you can buy for €15. It has the Walt's restaurant logo with the 30th logo. And again, it's only if you dine at Walt's, which is a real hard reservation to get. But again, if you watch the Eddie Sato interview, and you should go watch that, we talked all about how great that interior is and why, if you're going to Disneyland Paris as a Disney fan, you really should check that out anyway. This is real small, but I think we could probably, the editor could probably zoom on this a bit. They do these coins, these gold coins are sold from machines at the actual, I guess the actual French mint will make. So this is the 30th one with Mickey. I don't know if we'll zoom in on that, maybe be able to show you that. And then on the back it says, you know, all the stuff about the official minting is on there. The Bank of France, if you will. I think that's what it is. Either way. 30th Mickey coin. I bought some attraction button sets they had. There's It's a Small World. There's Hyperspace Mountain. I could do without the one that has the Hyperspace Mountain logo. I just love Space Mountain there. Bring back old Space Mountain, please. And Peter Pan's Flight. There were more of these. I think they were sold out. I think there was a Big Thunder set. There were some other ones. They weren't available when we were there. Okay, so the next collection is The Sword and the Stone. So the first three I wasn't wildly excited. I love this movie, but I wasn't wildly excited because I kind of own pins that look like this already. So there's Arthur. There's my favorites, Merlin and Archimedes. There's the wonderfully Madam Mim. But the reason I really wanted any of them was this pin, this all silver Sword in the Stone, which is Archimedes sitting on the sword, and it's all raised metal. It's really pretty. So with that, I was like, oh, I might as well just buy the other three and have the set. But this was the reason. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought any of them. This was just the coolest pin. The next collection, well, I bought this. I'll show this one next. I'm not proud of this one. I probably could have done without this. But this, it's just an Indiana Jones logo pin, but it's on a card for Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril, which is the roller coaster at Disneyland Paris. That's mostly why I bought it, just for the card. I kind of regret it at this point, but if a €8 pin is my greatest purchase regret, I did all right. All right, they also did this cool Alice in Wonderland collection. So there's a Mad Hatter. Again, this pin I wouldn't have bought if it wasn't for the collection, but the other three I'm gonna show you are really fantastic. So number one, they did the Queen and the King of Hearts as a set. I don't own a lot of pins of the King of Hearts. I thought that was really neat. There's the Cheshire Cat with full face or with just the grin and the eyes. And then the best one of all is Alice meeting with the caterpillar. And this is a really big, pretty pin. Those are great. Those are open edition. Their open edition stuff's a lot. I mean, all their pins are nicer, honestly. All right, so these are the three. I did manage to buy 3 limited edition pins. We actually figured out the stupid Line Birdie app, and one of us won, and so I got to buy some limited edition pins I was excited about. Of course, I was there in April, so you need a pin in April for St. Patrick's Day, that famous April holiday. If you're staying at home, St. Patrick's Day isn't in April, you'd be correct. It's in March, but I guess the pin was delayed, so we got it a month later. The only reason I really bought these was I didn't even realize, there was one of them I really wanted. I'll show you the last one I really wanted. But then when we got up to the front and I noticed these had 30th anniversary logos on them, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So there's a 30th anniversary logo on his hat. And then we were actually there for Easter, so I felt it was proper to buy an Easter pin since we were there on that day. That's Chippendale, and he's eating a 30th Easter egg, chocolate egg. And it says Easter in French. And then this was the only one I wanted. This is Spring. I wanted it just because it's the pirate ship from Adventureland. It has a 30th logo on the sail. This is the only one I actually wanted going into that day, but then when I found out they were all 30th pins, I was pretty excited. So this is cool. It's spring and there's flowers all over the pirate ship and Tinkerbell's in front of it. And it was pretty charming. All right, I gotta throw all my pins back in the bag. What's next? We've got, I bought pretty much every item at the opening of Hotel New York, The Art of Marvel. This came out after we left, so I felt the need to complete the collection because I'm that kind of insane. So I bought this Hotel New York The Art of Marvel water bottle. It has Iron Man, Captain Marvel, and Captain America on the back. Metal water bottle. Let's see what else we got here. This is the lanyard we were given. We got to attend that really great presentation from Tony Baxter and Tom Morris and everyone else at Imagineering. We got to attend that, which was cool. And so we had the little lanyard from it. You probably recognize this logo if you watched the stream at home. Got it on the lanyard. Picked these up for someone, but I'll show them to you before they get transferred to them. These are one of the 30th anniversary ears that they're selling. This is one of the few that was in stock. This is sort of an iridescent purple one. It's got this shiny bow, all these purple sequins. Sadly, the Chip and Dale one was sold out. I was actually going to buy the Chip and Dale one. It has a plush Chip and Dale on the top and the 30th logo in the ears. I didn't buy these, but someone on staff asked for them, so I picked them up for them. All right, so now we got lanyard pouches and more lanyards. This lanyard snuck in. This is the It's a Small World lanyard. So again, they always do this just plastic card at the bottom that has the Small World logo. The lanyard itself has the It's a Small World logo across it, and then all sorts of, there's Children of the World, there's some of the animals, of course the hippo, the goat, all sorts of Small World animals on here. I wish we got more attraction stuff like this here. It'd be great. But it is specifically the facade from Paris, which has the half moon, half sun face on the tower. So it is specific to them. Some of this other art may look familiar from some of the Florida and California merchandise collections. So then they did pouches. So I bought there's a Peter Pan's Flight pouch, which interesting enough has icons from another land. It has the pirate, has Skull Rock and the pirate ship from Adventureland. I think it's the greatest transition between lands in any Disney parks on Earth. Skull Rock and the pirate ship in Pirates of the Caribbean flow through into Fantasyland, and then the first thing on the other side of Fantasyland is Peter Pan's Flight, which is pirate related also. So it's a really fun transition, really seamless, very thoughtful. They also had a pouch for the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. And last but not least, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. All right. What anniversary collection is complete without a child's watch? This just reminded me of a lot of the kids' watches I got when I was young. I think the first one I got was I was probably 3 years old, around the time of the 20th anniversary of Walt Disney World. I have some sort of plastic watch that's very reminiscent of this. And so this just reminded me of this, and it was also relatively cheap. It was 26 euro. I don't know. I like the art on it. Cute. Brought back some memories for me. I also bought, I didn't buy the autograph book, and I'm kind of sad I didn't, but I bought the pen. Again, brought back some childhood memories, so I thought it was cute to buy. That same art you've seen a bunch is there. I should have got the autograph book. I'll have to get it next time. Now you get autographs again. That bag is empty. Okay. So now we got to open some boxes. I don't think my keys are in here. All right, let's open some statues. So I really wanted to buy, did this big 30th anniversary big fig of Mickey with the hat, and the hat lights up. It was just too big to take home. I might try to get it shipped next time, but I settled for some smaller statues that I had not purchased. All right, I think that's open enough. There we go. For the moment of truth, we find out if I broke anything on the way home. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right, so I think this shot probably. Yeah. So one of the Paris exclusive attractions is Alice's Curious Labyrinth, which is the maze. And this not only has the name of the attraction, but also says Disneyland Paris. And you know, that's my weakness. Attraction-specific merchandise that's actually made specifically for the resort it's in. This is great. It's even printed on the bottom, which I love. I just thought this was so cute. It's got his sign. And the Cheshire cat, which always looks great. There you go. That Alice maze, by the way, is very, very charming. If you didn't watch our live streams from Disneyland Paris last week, there is one live stream where we walked through there and we had a good time in there. I think people enjoyed watching us get lost in a maze. If you're familiar with the Disneyland attraction, it'll really blow your mind because it's a lot of recycled stuff from there, but in a walkthrough. All right, I think she's just in styrofoam, so let's pop her open. All right. So the last two items we have are going to be Disneyland Paris 30th anniversary statues. These are smaller statues they're doing. So there is the big giant Mickey with the hat, but then there's these attraction statues. So this is Minnie on Lancelot's carousel. Try to move this tag out of the way. You can actually see it. So Minnie on the Lancelot carousel in Fantasyland, but the vehicles look like they've jumped out of the ark. They're the iridescent purple-blue versions for the anniversary. It says Disneyland Paris 30th anniversary on the base, and Minnie's in her 30th costume. There you go. If you're going to Paris and you're looking to buy these, I would say inspect them thoroughly. We spent an hour in the store. The cast member was so patient, but she understood completely. She's like, no, if I was buying it, I would want one that looks right as well. And by that, I mean, I'm not looking for weird imperfections. A lot of these Minnie's left eye is like melting, like they didn't apply them all right, so her eyes are crooked. So it's a thing that obviously people are gonna be drawn to her face when they look at it. And if I had this out on a shelf, I don't want people to be like, your Minnie has a weird crooked eye. Make me sad. Yeah, I know Shop Disney in the UK is selling some of this stuff also. So my suggestion would be if you really want the statues, I would buy them in person because I don't think they can really guarantee you a good one. She was saying the Mickey Big Fig they've had a lot of problems with. There are a lot of those with marks and imperfections. And obviously that's 200 and something euros, so people care that it looks good. You don't want a bad one for that price. I mean, any of these you spend your hard-earned money on anything. You would like the product and not have anything wrong with it, right? But no, the cast member could not have been any sweeter. She opened so many of these for us. She's so sweet. There's going to be more of these. They haven't all come out yet. I think there's 5 of them. I might be wrong. But there's going to be several of these character attraction statues for the 30th anniversary. Only 2 of them were out while we were there. So I bought the first 2. We'll need to return to get the rest. We've got Simba. So there's been some arguments as to what this is a reference to. In the Lion King show that's currently going on in Frontierland, there is a large prop drum thing on the set that moves around. Also, there's a classic 90s Disneyland Paris parade where Simba was on a drum as well. So this could be referenced to one, the other, or both. It's not really clear. Either way, I thought it was really adorable. I love that the feather, the leaf mane is the iridescent colors, and he looks great. And then he's sitting on a drum. The drum actually has the 30th logo. I don't know how well you can see that. But the drum he's standing on has the 30th logo. And yeah. I didn't even look at the underneath because we had to ask them to open these. I was looking for anything wrong with the top, but look at that. The base actually has the date, the April 12th, 2022. So these were dated also. Not that they won't release the other ones, they won't say the date, but I don't know. I just think that's cool. But yeah, there's Simba. He's got a rubber tail because I think they were afraid the tails would break on these, so it's the only piece that's not resin on this. The rest of him's resin. He's a resin statue. I just can't wait to be king. There you go. So that's it. I know, it's not as long as a Tokyo haul. Paris doesn't often have a lot of great stuff to buy. With the 30th, they've done a great job. A lot of the merchandise has turned out really fantastic. And some of it feels very special, like this guy. So that's our Paris haul. That's everything I bought on this trip for the 30th. We are going to be heading back out there whenever Avengers Campus opens, some point this summer. I don't know when that's going to be, but please hit the like button and subscribe if you're enjoying this. Please let us know in the comments if you enjoy these videos. We'll keep doing them. Every time I go somewhere, I'm happy to show you guys what Disney collectibles or cool things we picked up in the process. And we thank you for watching, and we'll see you real soon.